welcome. We're back for another episode of the podcast known as SolveForX. I'm X. I'm Xavier Delatorre. I'm the Superintendent of Schools in the Isleta Independent School District. And this program, this opportunity is about connecting the people and the programs that we think make the district super special because they have remarkable stories. They are extraordinary people. It isn't limited to students. We do interviews with faculty, staff, coaches, but my favorite is the students. And so today I have the pleasure of being with two brilliant young people who graduated from the Valle Verde Early College High School just last year. But their story, I think, is worth sharing because it's what we want for all students. With me today is Froilan Villanueva and Miss Brianna Rios. Say hello to the public.
How's it going?
Hello.
All right, so everyone knows, and multiple school districts in the area offer early college high school. What students do with the early college high school is really up to them. In most cases, what we hope they do is earn a high school diploma concurrent with an Associate of Arts or Associate of Science degree by the time that they graduate from high school. The real reason for doing that is, A, we want to promote our students and give them every opportunity to have a better quality of life, stronger economic prosperity, more opportunity when they get older. But we also want to save parents and families money by covering tuition, books, and other related fees. So the first question I would ask is, or have you tell me a little bit about it, is your background, your family, and then at what point did you decide that the early college high school was for you? And we'll start with you, Froy.
Fantastic. First things first, thank you much for having me on. Very excited to be here. And my family, the background of my family is actually it had kind of built up over the years. My dad mopped floors for a living, and my mother sold TV dishes. And over the years, we really had the opportunity to better grow as a family, better establish ourselves. My mom continued to go to school, and that really developed my love for education and my appreciation for it. And my father, same thing, continued to work very hard throughout his career to where now they both have pretty fair standing positions in where they work and what they do. My mom holding a assistant principal position and my father being a district manager for his company. And eventually, around my 8th grade year, I was given the opportunity, a spokesman for Valle Verde Early College came to my middle school. I was very excited, and I hadn't really decided where I wanted to go to high school yet, let alone college. I was still figuring that out. And when they gave me the presentation, I was just, I knew that was my decision.
Okay. Now, are you the only child in the family?
No, it's me and my younger brother.
Okay, so you get to be a role model for your younger brother. Where were you going to middle school?
I was going to middle school at Eastwood Knowles International School. Very proud dragon. And so is my brother. Okay.
Brianna?
I'm the youngest of my family. It's my 2 parents, and then I have 3 older siblings. It's definitely been it was kind of difficult with choosing what high school to go to because all my siblings had gone to Eastwood. So I felt kind of like the black sheep and going somewhere else, but it was my first time making my own decision. And I had a similar experience where a spokesperson came to Eastwood Middle. That's where I attended, and I was just I think this might be a good fit just because in middle school I had already been taking algebra and the Spanish courses, which helped fulfill later on in high school. But I was already trying to get ahead, and I knew that the school would be perfect in helping me accomplish that.
Okay, so both of your siblings graduated from Eastwood High School?
All 3 of them, yes.
All 3 of them. So there's 4 of you total?
Yes.
And you're the youngest?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And you were at Eastwood Middle School?
Correct.
Ah. And so, nervous, worried about whether or not that you could handle the college class load? Did that ever create any doubt, or or were you just knew that was something that you could accomplish?
At least for me, I was a bit nervous, definitely, just because our 8th grade year ended with quarantine, and that was definitely a hassle to get through. But my mom was very supportive, and well, my entire family, but my mom specifically, always aided in my education, and knew that if this is what I wanted to do, she would help me by any means, like either by supporting me or just helping me feel secure in the situation I was in.
Right.
And so that definitely made the process a little bit easier.
Did your siblings go on to colleges and universities and earn baccalaureate degrees?
Yes, I have my brother. He's just a year older than me. He's attending EPCC. And then my other brother, he's maybe 3 years older than me. He's at EPCC as well. And my sister has associate's degrees, and she's currently attending a school for dental hygiene. And that's what she wishes to fulfill. She's going to graduate later this
That's a great
May.
conversation. You're the youngest. You've earned your Associate of Arts degree or Associate of Science degree. You actually have 2 siblings that are still students at the El Paso Community College. You don't rib them or
No.
remind them all the time that you've already done that, been there.
My friends do that. They always say, like, because they're all older than me, so I'm like, oh, like, you guys are old, like, just poking fun at them. But then they're like, Brianna, you're a senior in college, like, you're the old one, like.
And I forgot to mention that the reason they're with us is because, as I said before, most students are content, satisfied with knowing that they got their high school diploma and that they also earned their Associate of Arts, their Associate of Science degree. You're here because you're completing your junior year at the University of Texas at El Paso, and Brianna's actually completing her senior year. That means that for 2 years in a row, Brianna will have participated in a commencement exercise. What are you studying, Brianna?
I'm studying biological science. However, I'm double majoring in women's studies.
Of course you are.
So that'll postpone the graduation process.
Ah.
But I thought that was the best option just because I should be able to feel like a college student, you know?
Yeah.
And have different experiences and
No
that
hurry.
sort.
Right? Are you doing the sororities or go to football games on Saturdays to watch the Miners, all of that?
Not yet, but I plan on continuing to do that in the future.
Okay. And Flory, what are you studying?
I'm studying mechanical engineering, and as for a little bit of my background and all of that, I didn't get a lot of backlash from my family, my close family. That is, there's only 4 of us, me included. But I actually got a lot of backlash from the other parts of my family. All my families, like your siblings, Eastwood, that theater pattern, my cousins, everybody from that thing, everyone had that high school experience, and they really. I remember when I told everyone I had got accepted, because I had to do maybe you had to do something in the interview form. You have to go in the interview. It was such a little bit of a straining process. You're there. I remember I was coming down the stairs and my mom had a letter. She was waving it in her arm. She's like, "You got it!" And I was like, "I got it."
She opened your mail?
Yeah, she opened my mail.
Oh my goodness.
I remember kind of being like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, I got it." And she was like, "Yeah." And then I just see the letter like torn on the table, and I was like, and wow. But joking aside, yeah. So we actually, I had a lot of family members, uncles, aunts, kind of telling me a few things, and in some ways, either just because they wanted me to enjoy that sense of high school, but to me, it was never really about going to the football games in high school. I was always that kid who was kind of talking about college, and as chatty as I was, I always enjoyed all of those little moments. So when I got that opportunity, I was just trying to get done as quick as I could.
You weren't focused on homecoming and the prom and football Fridays and all of that.
Yeah, actually, it was a bit of a running joke in high school. I kind of disappeared for a few times, and I would just reappear, meetings and during school, and then throughout the weekend, no one ever saw me because I was always busy doing other things and
like studying, probably.
Oh yeah, especially because I similar to Miss Brianna over here, I struggled with that college sense, and especially she got in. She's a senior now, which is awesome, by the way. But I'm in the middle part of my year, And I was actually struggling with that because when I had been given the option to graduate early, there was a little bit of backlash with that because I almost didn't get that degree around my beginning of my junior year.
Really?
Yes, yes.
So do you feel comfortable now in your, I mean, engineering classes are, I suspect, very rigorous, math intensive, doing well?
Yes, I'm doing very well, and I feel a little more confident in what I'm doing now. So.
Okay. What's it like? What's the culture like at Valle Verde Early College High School? I know that it has the distinction of being our early college high school that's actually on the campus of El Paso Community College. Do you get a lot of exposure, a lot of contact with students who are already in college, or did you all kind of stick together and just hang out with students from Valle Verde Early College High School?
So actually, funny enough, I think our stories are actually a little bit different on that one, but you get absolutely a ton of exposure at the college. You make friends at the college that you never really get to make. Subway's like right inside there, so you see the students across lunch when it hits 12 o'clock. All the students are running to get into that line as quick as possible, trying to get their food. The professors are so kind, whether you kind of understand, whether you're a good student or whether or not, they're there to help you and they're there to figure things out with you. It really makes you grow up. So being in those classes, getting the freedom to walk over there to the campus to fully understand those things, it's just it's such a gracious experience, and you really feel grateful towards the end of it because you really grow up. It makes you grow up. Like I don't know about you, but like in my opinion, I don't feel 18. I feel like I'm 22, and a lot of my friends are older than me, and those are friends that I've made at the college and things like that.
And you carry yourself, I think, a little bit more mature than your age. Both of you, actually.
That. Thank you.
And you?
For me, I definitely found myself sticking closer to the kids at the school at Valle Verde just because it was a sense of comfort for me. Whether I have a class with some fellow students, I was like, okay, we're going to pair together. Like, we'll get through this together. But what was so lovely about my senior year of high school was that that's when my brother and his girlfriend were attending EPCC, so I was able to have lunch with them and still like have the best of both worlds.
Yeah, and your mom had somebody to keep an eye on you, right?
Oh, I suppose.
Go home and report. Did she show up?
They have to know her secrets.
Did she go to class? Yeah. So no, it's one of the most successful early college high schools, but there have been times when we've had to remind the students that the reason you go to an early college high school is not to simply get a high school diploma. You could do that anywhere. Mm-hmm. The goal should be and is to get an Associate of Arts degree, to save your family at minimum 2 years worth of tuition and books and things like that. And if you're go-getters, to continue and go to the next level and attend the University of Texas, El Paso. And you guys are both super success stories. You're both going to have amazing opportunities in your life. You'll notice that they're not just general ed students, because I assume that there are some students who get an Associate of Arts degree, but it's in general ed because they haven't decided what they want to pursue. And both of you have made it clear that you knew from day one that you were headed in this direction. You've decided to add women's studies. Okay, what's women's studies?
Women's studies is essentially the study of women history.
Yeah, they're really complicated. I've learned that in my life. I've got 5 kids. I've got a 34-year-old daughter, a 25-year-old daughter, a 23-year-old daughter, an 18-year-old daughter, and a 17-year-old son.
Wow.
Me and my son, we know everything there is to know about women. And that poor guy, he's been raised by 4 mothers, Wow. So, yeah, maybe I should have him pursue women's studies as part of his college career path. Well, it's been great having you both. Fondest memory?
Fondest memory. I can't pick one, but I'll say this one as my favorite though. I was when I had finished my sophomore year, I had actually seen all my friends. All my friends are seniors, still are. And when they were graduating, we actually all went. Right at high school. It ended. We all got into my friend's car, and about 12 of us, and we're there, and we're trying to fit inside this car.
In one car.
In one car, as you do in high school, because high school.
Don't try this at home.
Do not try this at home. But joking aside, though, we had gone up and we were just reminiscing about all our little adventures and moments like that, and it really made me just feel so grateful to have such amazing friends at such a young age.
Okay.
For me, I would say the Gear Up trip, definitely. The Gear Up trip it allowed us, it was our junior year? Junior year. Yeah.
No, beginning
year.
of senior year.
Whatever the time. It was an experience that allowed us to go to different parts of Texas and just see the universities like up close and walk around. It was somewhat like an orientation, and that experience definitely brought me closer to some of my friends that I still hold very close.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was kind of what started off my senior year, with being able to do whatever I wanted and experience a bunch of things and just get really close to my friends and still hold those relationships close to me in college.
So you went to the University of Texas in Austin.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And did you go to San Antonio?
No, we didn't actually. When we had gone to
Baylor?
No. Remembering that trip, we had gone to Phoenix. We went to Northern Arizona.
Wow.
We went pretty far. Northern Arizona, Northern Arizona, Phoenix. I know we went to New Mexico. We had pretty much gone out as far as we could. Albuquerque, 4 places.
Okay.
There were 2 separate Gear Up trips.
I see.
So
Yes.
one was like focused on Texas, and the other was outside of Texas, which
The Southwest.
great opportunity.
You never made it to my home state, California?
No,
Oh,
no. I did get
imagine.
to go to Washington for one awesome opportunity. But
Yes.
Yes.
You were part of the Superintendent's Advisory Committee.
Yes, I was.
Or council. Well, it's been great having you both. We want to make sure we promote the early college high school experience. You guys are the epitome of what we want our students to experience, the opportunities, the access, the friendships, things like that. And so we really appreciate you coming in and letting everybody know that the early college high school is something to consider. There are a lot of benefits to doing that. Are you thinking you're going to look and go out into a career when you get your baccalaureate, or are you already thinking, I may just move right into advanced studies and pursue a master's degree?
So in my situation, I'm actually I'm going to finish my mechanical engineering degree, get my baccalaureate, and actually move out east to New York. That's my.
You want to live on the East Coast?
East Coast, yes.
Manhattan? It's expensive, Roy.
It's a hard challenge, but I like challenges.
I like your dream.
That sounds incredible. I love New York. I want to go so bad. For me personally, I think right now I'm trying to focus on the near future, one step at a time, but just complete my bachelor's degree in biological science, and I think I want to pursue women's studies with my master's. Just keep on.
Just kind of.
Yeah, I think there's just so much to learn, and being at a university, there's so much possibilities, and I want to take as many classes as possible. And thanks to Valle Verde, I've been able to save so much money that I'm allowed to do so.
Yeah, that's awesome. Both of you, awesome. Thank you again. Appreciate you coming in, and keep in touch. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know if we can help you. But yeah, when I attended your graduation, I realized how special you guys were. I appreciate it. Thank you. Nice seeing you, Brianna. Nice seeing you, Troy.
Thank you, sir.